If you want to know the true state of any relationship, whether it's a marriage, a partnership, or even the connection you have with your kids or your friends, all you really have to look at is the level of presence between the people involved. Because presence is everything. It's the energy that fuels love. It's the attention that communicates worth. It's the invisible glue that keeps two people aligned. And even through chaos, most relationships don't fail because of some massive betrayal or catastrophic event. They fail in the small, unnoticed moments. And they fail because people stop showing up fully. They fail because we get distracted. We bring our phones to dinner. We listen with half an ear while scrolling through emails. We're in the same room physically but absent emotionally. And the other person feels it. They may not say it right away, but they feel the absence. Over time, that absence becomes distance, and distance becomes disconnection. Think about it. When you first fall in love, you're completely present. You hang on every word. You notice every expression. You're curious about their world, their stories, their dreams. You're there fully alive in the moment. That's why it feels electric. But what happens? Life happens. Stress, work, bills, routine. And instead of showing up with that same energy, that same attention, you drift into autopilot. You take them for granted, not out of malice, but out of habit. And slowly, the extraordinary begins to turn ordinary. Here's the truth: love dies not because of a lack of love, but because of lack of attention. And attention is presence. When you're truly present, you're not just hearing words, you're feeling the person. You're not just looking at them, you're seeing them. You're not just touching them, you're connecting. Presence is what transforms the ordinary act of sitting together into an extraordinary moment of intimacy. Now, some people might say, but I don't have time. Life is busy, work is demanding. Let me be clear, it's not about quantity of time, it's about quality of time. 5 minutes of deep, undistracted presence can do more for your relationship than 5 hours of being half there. When you give someone the gift of your full attention, you're saying, you matter, you're worth my focus. In this moment, nothing else is more important. And that is the fuel for extraordinary connection. And psychologically, presence is powerful because it speaks to one of the deepest human needs, the need to feel significant. Every human being craves to feel seen, heard, and valued. When you're fully present, you're meeting that need in the most direct way possible. And when someone feels significant in your presence, and a trust and love grow. On the other hand, when you're absent, when you're distracted, when you don't engage, you're communicating the opposite. You don't matter enough for my full attention. And that creates disconnection faster than almost anything else. And presence also requires energy. You can't be present if you're depleted, stressed out, or living on fumes. That's why one of the greatest gifts you can give your partner is to take care of your own state, physically, emotionally, spiritually. When you fill yourself up, you bring more to the relationship. When you're empty, you show up empty. Presence is an act of discipline as much as it is an act of love. It takes intention to put away the phone, to pause the noise, to really engage. But here's the beautiful part: when you choose presence, you don't just feed your partner, you feed yourself. Because presence isn't only for them, it's for you too. When you're fully present, you experience more joy, more connection, more depth. You experience the fullness of love instead of the watered-down version. And over time, this compounds. Presence builds trust, and the trust builds intimacy, and intimacy creates the extraordinary. So let me ask you, where in your relationships have you been absent? Where have you been phoning it in and showing up half alive, half engaged? And what would shift if you chose to be fully present, even for just a few moments a day? The answer is simple but not easy. You want an extraordinary relationship: show up every day, not perfectly, but fully. Don't just give your partner your time. Give them your energy, your focus, your heart. Because at the end of the day, the quality of your relationship is the quality of your presence. And here's the challenge I'll leave you with. And the next time you're with someone you love, put down the phone, shut out the noise, and look them in the eye like it's the first time. Feel them, see them, hear them. Because that single act of presence may just be the most powerful declaration of love you can ever make.